Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I decided to be extra as hell just like I am and do 10 looks with one palette. And as you can see, I chose the Jaclyn Hill palette. A lot of you guys voted for that one. It's a popular one. If you're a big makeup lover, you probably have the Jaclyn Hill palette. With 35 shades, there's obviously a lot of looks that you can do, but sometimes you stare at a palette, there's so many different options and it's hard to figure out what to pair with what. So hopefully this video inspires some of you and you guys like what you see and can recreate some of these, and if so, please tag me. If you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, my handle is just BJ Makeup, because who doesn't love a good BJ? This video is going to be a voiceover. I just wanted to be able to do the looks and do them quickly and get it out there because I don't want this to be a 30-minute video. So if you like the voiceover style, let me know. If you prefer me talking to the camera, let me know. I mean, I like it because it's going to make it shorter. So anyways, let's get on with it. Welcome to my channel where the slay and we be on our face like every day. Hey. So first I'm going to be taking the shade here, Pooter, and I'm going to be putting that all in my crease. I'm using packing motions and packing it on while also blending out the top edge right there. After that, I'm going to take the shade here, Chip, and I'm going to layer that on in the crease with those same packing motions and try to blend the two together, making sure to get that edge again. Now I'm going to be taking the shade here, Central Park, and I'm going to put that one all over my lid, again with packing motions, but mostly blending motions this time. For this next look, I'm going to take the shade Roxanne and start in the crease, packing it on and blending it out. Just keep getting right there on the edge so that it's nice and diffused. Next, I'm going to grab the shade Butter, and I'm going to use Butter as my transition shade, blending in with that color Roxanne. Next, I'm going to take the shade Jax. I'm going to put Jax on the outer V and also blending it slightly into the crease with a smaller and more dense brush. Now I'm going to cut my crease with my Shape Tape Concealer. Just cut it, you can do it. And now I'm going to take the shimmery shade Sissy and put that all on my lid. And I'm just using a generic brush that comes in one of the Urban Decay palettes. I'm just using a flat synthetic edge. On the lower lash line, I'm blending that shade Jax in and diffusing it again with the shade Roxanne, the two red shades we used at the top. So just get that nice and blended, and here's the final look. For this next look, I'm going to start with the shade Mocha. And I'm going to pack Mocha densely in my crease. And as before, I'm going to blend out those edges. So I'm using a clean brush to blend that edge. Next, I'm taking the shade Pukey and using that to also clean up the edge as well as my transition shade. Oh yeah, girl. Blend it. Okay, now we're taking Mocha again and adding some more and bringing it up just a little bit higher. So it's above the crease and blending again with Pukey. Next, I'm going to be using the shade Abyss, which is a black shade. And I'm going to put that in my outer V with that small round brush. And also bring some of it into my crease so we can add a little bit of depth to this look. Now I'm going to cut my crease again with that Shape Tape Concealer. We're going for another half cut crease here. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. That wing is way too sharp. You need to cut it. Okay, I'm taking Abyss again and cleaning up that edge of the concealer and shadow. Next, I'm taking the shade Queen, because you know I'm a queen, okay? And I am And I am packing that on the lid. And blending those edges together one more time, because the girl's edges always needs to be blended. Now I'm using Pukey again underneath my eye, so we can kind of mimic what we did at the top. And then I'm going to take Mocha and also put that under the eye, just right on the lash line. And finally, in the waterline with a very precise brush, this is like a Sephora brand brush, I am going to put Abyss right on the waterline. This next look, we're going to start with Jax again, and we're going to pack that one right into the crease. A lot of these videos are going to be packing into the crease first, and then diffusing those edges and making sure it's nice and blown out. Next, I'm going to take the shade Silk Cream, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade. Now, this is a very light shade for somebody so tan, but I wanted to make sure I could use as many as possible, and go back over with that red and blend the two together. Go back in with Silk Cream. Next, I'm going to take the shade Cran Apple, and I'm going to use that all the way across my lid. Again, like I said, that transition shade is a bit light, but I wanted to make sure you guys got the full experience, and I'm using it again underneath my eye as well as the shade Jax. And that one was quite simple. For this next look, I'm going to grab Jax again. Apparently I like Jax. And pack that one all into the crease. Go ahead and diffuse the edges again with the same brush and just keep blending and blending and blending as it starts to fade towards the top. Faded. Next, I'm going to grab the shade MFEO and use that as my transition shade. Blending it in with Jax and blending Jax upwards more. I like bringing my crease quite high and grabbing Abyss, that black shade, and packing it in on the outer V. And also bringing some of it into the crease, because the deeper the better, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna go ahead and use Jax again and blend that out and cut the crease with my handy dandy shape tape. Cutting away. Cut. And blending the edge, you guessed it, with Abyss. Making sure it's nice and clean, and then I'm going to grab the shade Obsessed and pack that all on the lid. Also straightening up with Abyss again. On the lower lash line, I'm going to grab Jax and blend that out again with the Urban Decay brush, and then using that rounded brush to apply Abyss on the waterline and straightening it out again with Jax. For this next look, I'm going to head and grab the shade Hunts, and I'm going to pack Hunts in the crease. Blending away. Oh my god, why is it not focusing? Oh, there we go. Okay. Blending that in. Oh my god, go to the next shade already. Okay, so for the next shade, I'm going to use Creamsicle, which is like a mustardy yellow, and blend the two together. Sorry for the varying lighting. I have to use the window and clouds are passing. So anyways, blend the two together, go over it with Hunts again. Hunts is like a brighter orange color, and again with Creamsicle. Back and forth. And then I'm going to grab the shade Jax, because we love Jax. And I'm going to pack that into the crease as well. And we're just going to keep packing Jax into the crease, making sure to smooth out the edges as we go along. And now I'm fixing up Hunts. And now we're going to take the shade Twerk, which is this blue shade, and I'm going to use it all over the lid, going for that sunset dream here. Or as my husband likes to say, just basically look like you got punched in the eye.
Girl, you know how much your love was handmade for somebody like me.
Now on the lower lash line, we're going to connect Hunts from the top to the bottom, and again mimic what we did at the top. And I'm diffusing that again with Creamsicle and adding Jacks close to the waterline, right up on the lash line. Get it right in there. And on the waterline, we are going to take Twerk again. And that's the completed look, y'all. Now for this next look, I'm going to grab the shade Creamsicle again, and I'm going to place that one as my transition shade. Blend that out. Next, I'm going to take Roxanne again, which is that orangey shade, and I'm going to put Roxanne all in my crease. I swear orange and yellow just go so well together. Like PB&J. And then go ahead and blend the two together right above the crease, adding some more Roxanne, just going back and forth between the two shades, and then grabbing the shade Hillster, and it's like an orange metallic shimmery shade, and putting that one all across the lid. And then blending that again with Miss Roxanne. Taking Roxanne again all underneath my eye and lower lash line, and blending her out with Creamsicle again, and just going back and forth between the two shades. Another simple, very easy, quick look. For this next look, I'm going to grab the shade Enchanted, which is like a hunter green color, and add that one all into the crease. Now for shades like this, sometimes it's hard to find a good transition, so I just like to blow out the shade and just keep blending it up and up and up, and use it as like its own transition. So keep packing more on and then blending it out, so it becomes like this smoky green. Adding that to the outer V, cutting the crease. Still cutting the crease apparently. And blending that edge together. Now I'm going to take the shade Diva and put that on the inner third of the eyelid. Maybe it's the outer third, I don't know, the middle of the lid. And then the shade Pool Party, and putting that's the inner third. Smoking out Enchanted across the lower lash line, and just doing the same thing I did at the top, just blowing it out instead of adding its own transition. My lash was fucked up, but it's okay. For this next look, I'm going to grab the shade Chip, which is that brown color. I'll just continue to blend that out, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab the shade Pooter and use that as my transition again. Blending that in with Chip, packing some more Chip on, going back and forth between the two shades until it is at a nice gradient. Lots of packing and blending. Putting that color Chip on the outer V and the inner corner. We're going to do a spotlight eye, so cutting that crease right in the middle and turning it into like a V-shaped cut crease. And then using Chip again to blend out those edges and make everything smooth and seamless. Now I'm going to take the shade Meeks, which is like a darker gold shade, bronzy shade, and use that for the first part of the spotlight, right next to Chip, and then taking the shade Beam right in the center. and then blending again Meeks with Beam. Now taking Pooter all across the lower lash line, just blending that out, and adding some chip into the waterline. And there is your spotlight eye. For the next look, I'm going to grab Pukey, and I'm going to add that as my transition shade. And while blending this out, we're really going to wing it out across the tape. By the way, don't recommend using duct tape on your face, but I could not find my Scotch tape. Next, I'm going to take Mocha. I'm going to add Mocha to the crease. Also winging it out across the tape, just like we did with Pukey. Keep blending those two together, going back and forth between the two shades. Now I'm going to cut the crease with my Shape Tape again, and this time we're fully cutting the crease, following along those lines, and winging that across the tape as well. Now I'm going to grab the shade Abyss, and I'm going to put that in the back half, or the wing part of the lid. So making it into like its own wing, but made of shadow rather than liner. And then I'm going to take Cran Apple and put that in the center of the lid, right next to Abyss. And I'm going to blend those two together to make sure it's seamless. And now I'm going to take the shade Faint and put that on the inner part of the lid, blending that together with Cran Apple. Next, I grabbed my NYX body liner in Crystal Champagne and going right between in the crease, really defining that glitter line. So this is the final look of that last one I did, the cut crease. I decided to do that on the other eye. Hope you guys like that part. It was much easier to do this eye off camera than it was to do this one on camera, so if that's why they look wontastic, that's why. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any other ideas of palettes I can do this with, you know, 10 looks with the Modern Renaissance, or with Manny's new palette, Lunar Beauty, let's go, then let me know in the comments, and I will take a look at what I have and probably do some more, because it was fun. I mean, it did take me like 5 hours to film this today, but in any event, it was fun. It was fun putting together different ideas, because I know inspiration can run dry very easily, so I wanted to make sure you guys always were inspired. So if you guys like videos like this, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and while you're there, go ahead and subscribe to my channel for future videos like this and other videos that I do, like reviews and tutorials and things like that. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and until next time.